Hey y'all, good morning. Happy Sunday. So, I am doing what I normally do in the morning, which is light some candles. But I'm switching it out. I had this one in there, Romantic Blooms. But we're going to try this other one, Island Love. So this one's been burning for about a week or so. And I enjoy it. I thought it smelled really nice. Alright, y'all, so this is what's for breakfast. This is Olivia's plate. She is having sausage, diced apples, and cream cheese bagels. So that looks pretty good. I'm not going to eat anything just yet, but I do have some sausages over here if I want to eat some sausage. And then I can just warm myself up a bagel. But for right now, I'm just going to have me a big old cup of coffee. Alright, y'all, so I am about to take some calls, so I'm logging into everything right now, and I've got about 7 minutes before I hit the go button. If any of you are new to the channel, I work from home on the Arise Virtual Solutions platform through my own virtual call center. So if you guys want some more information, feel free to visit my website, salesstaffingsolutions.com. But we're going to take a call. I'm getting the drift that a lot of you enjoy actually listening to a call, even though for the client that I work with, the calls are pretty simple, pretty, straightforward to the point. Every now and then you do run into a little bit of a hiccup trying to figure things out, but for the most part, it's pretty easy. I did make a mistake the other day. I was helping this travel agent, and and we were trying to price, or well, she wanted to know, what the options were, like if the guest wanted to cancel the cruise. And there's a way to check things without actually making a change to the booking. And so when I went to that function, I thought I hit the enter button, and then I went ahead and, canceled the booking. Hypothetically canceled the booking to see what the cancel fees were, and realized that I actually canceled the booking. So I had to, as she was talking, I had to hurry up and reactivate the booking. But it did cause a little bit of an issue. I was able to stay professional about it, and she literally, I was able to keep it where she wasn't upset or anything like that. It was so crazy, y'all, because when the booking canceled, so did the air. Oh my goodness. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. That is such a rookie move. But that's what I get for trying to be, well, and it's not a negative thing, trying to be a little bit quicker so that my call handling time isn't so long. But I just made a simple mistake. I thought I hit the enter button, but apparently I didn't. I don't know what button I pushed, but girl, I was just like, oh my gosh. So of course I had to call another department to have the air added back on. Now, keep in mind, I didn't even realize that they had air in the first place because I was so busy trying to answer her question, but I was getting a little bit confused as to what exactly she was asking. So I was so busy trying to answer that question, I didn't even realize the booking had air. So it just so happens that she was asking something where I would have to put her on hold anyways, because what was happening was she had spoke with somebody else and they were running some numbers to her, but my numbers that I was running to her wasn't matching. So at some point, while I was holding, I realized, oh my gosh, this booking had air, and that's probably why the numbers aren't adding up because I'm not even giving her the right numbers because the air ain't on here, right? Gosh, but I kept my cool though. I didn't panic. I didn't like trip out or nothing because I was just like, oh my gosh, it was really just an honest mistake. So I was on hold with her trying to get a question answered from chat. And when I realized that, I still had the chat person. I was still talking to the chat person. So I was able to let them know, like, hey, accidentally removed the air. How can I get it back on here? You know. So of course I had to call another department to get the air on, and then they had to call air to get the air back on. So it was a little bit of a wait. So at some point I had to check back with her, right? So when I checked back with her, she was like, "Hey, did you cancel the booking?" Because we just was like, she was like, "Did you cancel the booking? Because we just got an email saying that the booking was canceled." So by this time I had been reactivated it, right? But I couldn't send her a confirmation to say it was reactivated because the air was still missing. So of course, I didn't lie to her. I was just like, well, no, I'm looking. I said, hold on, let me refresh really quick and check for you just to make sure, whatever. And, I did it that way. And she was cool. I reassured her, yeah, the booking is still active. But I did not tell her about the air. I didn't tell her about anything that had just happened, right? I just left it at that. So, of course, she was like, because if that was the case, I'm going to be really upset. And I'm like, yeah, you have a right to be upset because she literally was calling just to see what the options were if they wanted to cancel, not to actually cancel. So, thank God everything was able to get fixed. But even after everything was fixed, her numbers still wasn't adding up to what I was telling her. It was so weird because I don't know what she was, because we got on the same page after all that, right? And I realized, oh, this is what she's talking about, right? So when I finally figured it out, it still wasn't adding up, even though I was telling her what it was. Now, I don't know what the conversation was with the other person, but all I could tell her was what I was seeing on the screen. So because of that reason, she wanted to speak to a supervisor because she felt like she was getting conflicting information. She just didn't understand her numbers and this and that. And I was just like, okay, I mean, hey, I can dig it. And, I wasn't like tripping or nothing like that because it happens. It really just depends on the situation, the scenario, to be honest with you. So it happens as far as like conflicting information because she may have been talking about, I mean, who knows how the conversation went prior to talking to me. So I don't know. But, so I am going to go ahead and I've got everything up. I've got my chat room. I've got my systems. Let me pull one more thing. My phone list. And I don't know how the call flow is going to be today, but we're gonna have a good day. What I've started doing is, because I'm in the house most of the time by myself when I'm taking calls and stuff, except for just a couple days out the week. But what I've started doing is, instead of it being like so quiet in the house, I turn the TV on in the living room, but I put it on the gospel music station. So, um, and I also do that on the weekends as well. Well, except for Saturdays because the TV is being watched. But throughout the week, I do that. So, and it helps. It kind of calms the energy in the house and make it, more relaxing. And then I don't feel so stressed out and flustered and all of that. Um, so yeah, if y'all, I mean, to the best way I feel to get your house kind of like in a zone, like a relaxed zone, is to light some candles, cut on some um inspirational music, not hip hop or anything like that, like something inspirational, gospel, or listen to some affirmations. There's plenty of channels on YouTube that you can listen to that actually go through different affirmations that you can say to yourself, things like that, things that are going to motivate you, especially on Sundays because you're resetting yourself for the upcoming week. So something that's going to get you motivated, something that you'll feel inspired by, something that'll calm your spirit, you know, things like that. So that's what I have been doing. Ever since the beginning of the year, I said I was going to start doing that. Like, I need to calm my spirit more because I have all these different thoughts and, y'all, I just be going through things like internally a lot of the times, to be honest with you. And because I don't really express myself to anyone, girl, there is a stall on this thing. What we got going on here? My name is Chanina. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today? Hi, Carolyn. How are you today? Okay, sure, I can assist you with that. What's your booking number? Okay, thank you. And let's see, Carolyn, what's your date of birth and who are the guests on the booking? Okay, thank you. And yep, this is selling today from San Diego to Fort Lauderdale. All right, so give me just a few moments here. We'll get you taken care of, I believe. Let's see. We'll get future cruise credits. Let me double check for you. I hope you guys feel better. Oh, okay, good, good, good. Okay. Okay. You will get or those will go to your Mariner number, and you'll be able to use them on a future sailing. So y'all, I just relaxed my hair. Um, so I'm basically flat ironing it a little bit to make it a little bit more straight so that I can trim the ends. I used a different relaxer kit this time. I used the Dark and Lovely, and so far I like it. My hair, it doesn't feel like super dry or stiff or anything like that. It was pretty cool. It came with like 6 steps. So, you know, you got your creamer, your relaxing cream, which I didn't have to use the whole thing. Then, of course, your activator. And then after that, after you put it on, it comes with this post treatment that you leave on for about 10 minutes. Then you neutralize it with the shampoo. And then after that, there's a mask that you put on and you leave it on for about 5 minutes or so. And then after that, the last step is to use this recovery shine cream. So I only used a little bit of that um, because I knew I was going to be using these two. So I used a little bit of this, which you probably can't really see it that good, but it's the Cream of Nature Argan Oil, Perfect 7. I've showed you guys that before. And the Chi, which is the balm, or Chai, I forgot how to say it, Chi Silk Infusion, which is the balm.com. If you're not able to find either of those in your local stores, I have them, I believe I have them down in my Amazon store. So but yeah, I'm just kind of going through this. I decided to take some time out to do a little bit of self-care. I still have to do my chin, and that will be it. My eyebrows, I think I'm gonna leave my eyebrows alone because I don't want to do too much. I just did them last weekend, I believe, which I did my chin last weekend, I think, too. And that grows back pretty fast. I don't know why. I want to go get waxed, to be honest with y'all, but I've got this what I think is a hair bump. I mean, an ingrown hair that went wrong, or rogue rather, which is why I had like this lump on my face. But it's still kind of there, and it's still a little sensitive, or it's not kind of there. It's still there, but it's not a bump anymore. Um, it just still hasn't healed. So I don't know. It's so weird because it'll form like a scab or whatever. But then the other day I bumped my chin in that spot by accident, and then it just inflamed again. So we keep starting over with this thing, but it's not infected anymore or anything like that. I believe it was infected at one time, and I was being told that should go to the hospital. My parents was telling me that, but truth be told, with COVID and everything, I was not trying to go to nobody's hospital. And it took about a year, a little bit over a year for it to heal or for it to go away because I was just treating it with, antibiotic, ointment, and just keeping it clean and keeping it using antibacterial soap on it in the shower. I even did like a turmeric apple cider solution or turmeric ginger solution, and that, kind of pulled out the infection a little bit. But yeah, I don't want to go get waxed and then they put the wax where it's at, and then it just starts the problem all over again. So, but that's what I prefer to do because I kind of get tired of doing my chin every week. Like, it's annoying that it grows back so fast. It really is. But because I've had this bump or whatever you want to call it on my face, I've narrowed down to what exactly it was. Y'all know that Flawless face shaver, face razor that they show in like infomercials, and now you can get it at like Bed Bath and Beyond and all that, and it's like 20 bucks. Well, I got that for my birthday a couple years back, and the very last time I used it, I realized that maybe the blade on it was dull because of the way that it snagged a couple of pieces of hair as I was rotating it. Because you're supposed to rotate it and then it removes the hair, which it worked fine when I first got it. But I didn't know how to switch out the blades. Like, that part was, I was getting stumped on that. So over time, I believe that's what happened. The blade was dull, and the very last time I went to use it, it created an ingrown hair that just, or maybe it cut me or something, I don't know. But that's the last thing that I remember putting in that area, because right here is where there's some hair that normally grows right there, right? Um, so yeah, I'm looking for my clip. I feel like I just had it because I just took it out of my head. Did they fall? But yeah, y'all, so that's what I'm doing right now. Olivia done fell asleep on me, so I'm gonna wake her up in a minute and get her hair washed, because it needs to be washed. And I told her that it's gonna have to be braided up because she's had it in a ponytail for a couple weeks. And I normally try to, I'm just gonna do like a bootleg kind of trim on my hair, but I normally go between the two, braids, and then I let it be free, and she wears her ponytail puffs and stuff like that. But girl, it's been, I normally do that like every other time. So like last time she's got the puff, so this time it has to be braided. And she hates braids, but I gotta do what I gotta do, because after a while her puff just looks like it needs to, like her hair needs to be done anyway. So, and I don't want her to be looking like don't nobody care about her. Oh, that's why I kept looking at this towel. So stop talking, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way because I haven't started dinner yet, and I need to go ahead and get that going. So all right, y'all. So I am currently working on my website and trying to do a little bit of marketing for this upcoming week. And I just wanted to show this to you guys in case you're somebody that's starting a business, or maybe you're interested in starting your own virtual call center. So I just created a new pop-up for my website. So this is what it looks like. And it's pretty easy to make. I use the Wix website. And the thing with Wix is you can go in and get what they call the app, but you have to do it from the editor side of it. So you can go in and get the app. I switched back over to the ADI version because it's just easier to manage. But if you want to do something, if you want to customize it a little bit more, then you're able to do the editor version. So because I already had it as an app, I was able to still use it on here. So basically, when you go to the Popton, you're going to have to, of course, set up your account and go through that spiel, and you'll be able to connect it to whatever website you want the pop-up to be on. So you'll be able to set it up that way in your settings. So to build a pop-up, you just click on pop-up. You can do an embedded form or you can do a pop-up. I always do a pop-up. It's just easier, and it gives you options. So if you're trying to create more leads for your business, increase your sales, do some announcements, grow your email list, which is what we're trying to do. And then you have gamified pop-ups as well. So if you want to see more, you can always click right here. And then these are basically the designs. So you can go in here and kind of preview which one you think you might want to use. You can customize it a little bit by just clicking on customize, and then you're going to put your pop-in name. So we're just going to do dummy. That way, anytime I do like a demo of something or create an example of something, I just put dummy so that I don't get it mixed up with anything else. So your design or your template is going to pop up, and you can make some customizations here to the left. So you can change the wording. When you click in the box, then you'll have your tools down here. You can change all of this. So if you just want to take it off and put a picture, you can. And you can add some stuff to it as well. So you'll have like different options down here that you can choose. You could put in a video if you want to, a coupon if you have products and you're running a sale. And then you've also got some other options down here. So you've got email and integration. So this is basically where you would set it up to pop up on your oh no, I apologize. Well, you can click this and it'll just, give you your options. Now, Wix is one of them. Again, you can pull it up from the actual Wix website. I recommend doing it that way because it's a little easier. The only thing is it's not ideal to switch back and forth from the ADI editor to the Go editor because they're going to look completely different. So however you set your website up inside of the AID, if you switch over to the Go editor, and you make any changes or anything like that, and you decide to switch back to the ADI, I keep saying AID, but ADI, you won't see those changes, but you do have access to some apps over here. So you can do that, video, HTML embedded. So if you wanted to go that route and you didn't want to keep switching back and forth to the editor, you can do it like that because it does give you an option to embed it, or versus doing the actual pop-up. So again, there's designs down here and you just pick which one you want to do. You can change the colors to a certain extent. Like I said, it's easy to set up. You just have to kind of get creative with how you want it to look because they're already pre-customized. So you just have to kind of be a little patient with that as you're making your design. Another thing that I just did for Facebook, if you have a Facebook business page, I recommend this as well. And that's basically creating posts on your Facebook page. So I'm trying to get better with that. So I just created a post and I scheduled it, but I want to show you guys what I use. I use Canva for almost everything, y'all. For the Popton, I'll leave a description or a link down in the description box to help you guys get to it a little bit easier. That way you can go in and play with it a little bit. And then, one thing I forgot too, once you make your design, you can make it active. So basically it'll pop up on like a list down here. Click on pop-ups. It'll pop up on a list, and you can basically turn it on and off. So if you don't want it to pop up on your site anymore, you can turn it off or you can leave it on. I just cleaned out all of the ones from 2021, so we've got a fresh one right here. But yeah, so once you create your pop-in and you connect it to your website, you do have to go into your website and publish it, and then it takes a few moments for it to all link up or sync up together. But when you pull up, I say give it about 5 minutes and then go into your website as a visitor, and you should see it pop up. So back to the Canva. So yeah, I use Canva for everything, y'all, for my social media posts, my YouTube thumbnails, all of that. I just find it easier, and I don't have to if once I download it, I can actually delete the file if I don't need it anymore, just to free up some space. Because when I go to home, it's gonna always, whatever I've created is just gonna always be, down here. So I recommend Canva if you guys are trying to come up with some artwork for marketing, for your business and things like that.